Okay, welcome to the video on expanding brackets. Today we're going to have a look at how we expand brackets when we have one term outside the brackets and two terms inside the brackets. So when we expand brackets, we are multiplying each term inside the brackets by the term outside the brackets. So just recalling before we move on what a term is. A term is a number, a pronumeral, or a product of the two. So examples of terms could include 3x, 5x on its own, or any combination of numerals and pronumerals. So let's have a look at an example. We can expand 3 bracket x plus 1 with the notion that this relationship 3x plus 1 means 3 times x plus 1. So logically we must times 3 by everything inside the brackets, every term. So in this case, we would times 3 by x, and we would then times 3 by 1 and express our result. So let's have a look at some examples. So the first example, we'll look at the one we had on the previous page, 3x plus 1. So the first step we're going to take is timesing 3 by x. So what is 3 times x? Well, we know we can't actually do 3 times x, so remember we express it as 3x. 3 times x is 3x. The next step is 3 times positive 1, remembering that plus symbol belongs to the 1, meaning this is positive 1. 3 times positive 1 is 3. So we've done our two multiplications, and now what we need to do is we need to express them in an expression. So we take our 3x, that becomes the first term of the expression, and then we take our 3, and because that's a positive 3, it becomes plus 3. So we've done 3 times x to form 3x, and 3 times positive 1 to form positive 3, giving us 3x plus 3. Congratulations. So let's try another one that's similar. See if you can tell me what we do first. What do we do first? We've got 5x plus 3. What do we do first? That's right. We times 5 by x. So 5 times x, and 5 times x gives us 5x, because we can't actually do 5 times x, so we express it as 5x. The next step, of course, is 5 times a 3. 5 times 3 is 15, and we take these two terms and we put them into an expression, giving us, what does it give us? That's right, 5x plus 15. Correct. So you see we've gone 5 times x to get 5x and 5 times 3 to get 15. Well done. We're going to have a look at a couple more tricky examples. But remember, although I'm calling these tricky examples, they're no harder than the other examples. The only part that makes these harder is, well, let's have a look at it. The only part that makes it harder is the presence of more pronumerals, so perhaps a little bit more confusing, but if we just apply what we know about expanding, we treat them exactly the same. So the first thing we did in the other examples was this 3x, remembering 3x is the term, times by the first term, which is 2x. 3x times 2x, that gives us, well, we times 3 and 2 together to get 6. And there's two x's, there's an x here and an x here, so we collect them up to give us x squared. 3x times 2x is x squared, 6x squared. And then the next step, of course, we know we times 3x by 4y. 3 times 4 is 12, xy. We just write xy next to the 12 because we can't multiply by x and y because they're pronumerals, so we express it as 12xy. And of course, we take our two answers just like normal, and we input them into an expression. 6x squared plus 4xy. Sorry, that should be 12xy. Let's just change that. 12xy. Fantastic. Okay, the next example, let's have a look. This one arguably looks a bit trickier, but remember, let's just apply what we know about regular algebra and what we now have learnt about expanding brackets. So we take this first term here, remembering the first term is all of 11x squared y, and we times that by the first term in the brackets, 6xy. So 11x squared y times 6xy gives us 66 for 11 times 6, x cubed because I've got x, so x squared is xx and another x. So 3 x's in total, meaning x to the power of 3, and then keeping that y. It should actually be y squared. A couple of errors here, let's just fix that up. There we go. Okay, so as we said, we times this now by the second term, 11x squared y times by 1. Well, that's a nice easy one. That's 11x squared y. It doesn't change because it's times by 1. So our answer is 66 x to the power of 3, y to the power of 2, which was omitted here, plus 11x squared y. And there we have it. So that's expanding brackets. I encourage you to go try some questions yourself. Refer back to the video for the steps. But trying lots of questions like this will help you improve your proficiency, and you'll be able to do these like clockwork. Thank you, everybody, and have a good day.